And then Abraham. It is said of Abraham that he actually looked forward by divine revelation and saw Christ's day and rejoiced. Jacob looked into the very face of God at Bethel in that wrestling experience and saw the pre-incarnate Christ. Apostle Paul was lifted up to the third heaven and saw things unlawful to speak and got a preview of what it would be like when one day after his martyrdom he entered that very heaven he saw. And of course the Apostle John was transported into visions again and again. Visions in the book of Revelation recorded of the future of the earth and the future in heaven as well. Ezekiel saw the glory of God in anticipation of judgment yet to come. Peter, James, and John stood on the Mount of Transfiguration and saw a preview of the second coming glory of Jesus Christ and were stunned by it, as we well know. But of all of these amazing visions of things yet to come, none exceeds this amazing vision of Isaiah. And while in a technical sense it wasn't a vision as we would define a biblical vision, it was a direct revelation. Nonetheless, contained in that direct revelation was a clear description of the significance of the cross. Isaiah, more than anyone else, was given the privilege of seeing more profoundly into the meaning of Calvary and the death of Jesus Christ than anyone else before that event took place. In that sense, Isaiah becomes the gospel prophet, the prophet of the cross. And while there are things that happen at the cross that are prophesied elsewhere in the New Testament, nowhere does it all come together the way it does here. So that, as I said, if all you had was the historical record of the crucifixion and resurrection, you would understand the theology of it from this chapter alone. Isaiah 53 then becomes a summary of the gospel in the sense that it is a summary of what is necessary to believe for a sinner to be saved from judgment and forgiven for sin. But it's more than that. It is the most profound of all revelations given to a prophet. But at the same time, it is more than just a prophecy of Calvary, more than just a prophecy of the cross of Christ. It goes beyond that, and it is set in the context of the end of human history, long after the cross, beyond our day today, to that time in the future, at the end of human history,